Wow, it is really bright outside. So what do you do if you have to film in this situation? Well, if all possible, you want to get that big old bright thing right there called the sun behind your subject. But what does that end up doing? That ends up putting the side you're filming from in the shadow. So if you look at my face right now, it's pretty dark. Now, sometimes you may have enough reflective surfaces where you get a good bounce and you get the right exposure you need. But if you don't, there's an inexpensive solution that costs about $10, and it's actually a foam bounce, which I have right here. So if you see it right here, I have it on a stand, and if I turn it just enough, now I'm getting that bounce from the sun hitting my face, and it's ready to go. I'm Peter Mokray, Dallas-based DP and Gaffer, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make one of these simple foam bounces. Let's get into it. So this is insulation foam. It comes in 8-foot by 4-foot pieces, and I cut it down in half, giving me 2 4-foot by 4-foot pieces. One side is shiny and reflective, silverish, and the other side has all this writing on it. So what do? Well, it's pretty straightforward. You just find the edge and you peel off all this to give you a white surface on the other side. Next step is grab some gaff tape, because we're going to tape off the edges of this, because if you look at it, the foam starts to kind of come apart if it gets beat up and rubbed a lot of times. So I like to tape off the edges. And if you're using regular gaff tape, it may not be thick enough for you to get a good connection on both sides. So what I like to do is I like to hit it from the edge, and then I bring that edge over to this side, and then I do the same thing. I bring the edge here and then bring it over on the other side, and then both sides have some nice gaff tape. That ain't going nowhere. Now that it's all built out, I want to give you a quick disclaimer. This does have a little bit of flex to it. So if you're using it indoors, it's perfectly fine. Outdoors with the wind, well, it becomes very iffy. What can you do to resolve that? Where you could get that other half, put it right on top, making it twice as thick and a little bit stronger. Or you can do what I do and grab a piece of foam core. Now, foam core you could pick up at your local hobby store, and what I like about the foam core is it doesn't add too much thickness to it, and it gives a nice durable surface for the bounce. Now, if you don't have the foam core, this styrofoam will end up picking and falling apart just like the edges were. So you have to watch out for that. Now, this setup right here is everything already put together and taped up, and I've been using it for the last couple of years, and you can tell it's a lot more durable. This is the other half of the foam that we cut off. It's a 4x4 foot section. What I like to do with this is I like to actually cut it down even more, and I like to get one of these out of it and one of these out of it. So what are these? This is referred to as a pizza box. I don't know why, but that's what they call them. And then this right here is referred to as a Silver Surfer, because I guess it kind of looks like a surfboard. I don't know, they give weird names to everything on production. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down into a 2-foot by 4-foot section, and then 2 pizza boxes on this end, giving us 3 bounces off of this one piece. If you haven't already, this would be a great time for you to subscribe to the channel. It's that simple to make your own foam bounce. You need something to mark with, cut with, measure with, and then finally some gaff tape to take care of the edges. If you are at Home Depot or Lowe's and you get that big 4-foot by 8-foot piece of material and it won't fit in your car, bring these things along and take care of cutting it in the parking lot. Now, you could attach all kinds of great things to these bounces like I did with the foam core. You could also do unbleached muslin to give you a warmer look. You could have black foam core on one side, white on the other, and what that'll give you the ability to do is have a bounce on one side and a negative on the other side. I've even seen gels attached, diffusions to give you just the right look that you need. Let me know down in the comments below what you've used in a pinch to create a bounce. I know I've had to run up in an office space and get one of those giant post-it note things and use that to create a bounce. You can use anything. I want to know some of the creative stuff y'all have used down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much to each and every one of you that likes, comments, shares, and hypes the video. If you haven't hyped this video yet, well, please do so. And as always, YouTube says, click on all this random stuff. If you don't, I just have a feeling something will happen. I don't know what, but thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.